With the pandemic far from over, many of us continue to do the majority of our shopping online, and that's great news for scammers, apparently.
Yeah, our friends at the Better Business Bureau are out with their annual list of the top scams, and online shopping tops the list. Joining us for the first time in the new year is our friend Steve Burness with the BBB here in Chicago. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
Always good to see you. I love the base coat you got rocking there on the tan. Hey, Steve, I don't need to tell you that online scams aren't just number one. It's far and away number one. So let our viewers know how scammers are taking advantage.
It's key. It's number one for the last 2 years, and it keeps growing because of the pandemic kind of forced everybody to go online. The key to it is that consumers need to do their due diligence in checking out the company ahead of time, not after the fact. When sometimes it's too late after you've done business with them, only to realize they're a typical scam. So you have to do the research, check with the Better Business Bureau and other sources before doing business with them. And there's a lot of fake websites out there as well.
You are so right. And these fake websites, they're pretty good at making themselves look real. I mean, I almost got caught the other day, and I sent one to our IT division because it looked a little strange, but anybody else might have fallen for it. They're pretty effective, aren't they?
Yeah, they're very effective now, Anita. In the old days, you could see the bad grammar, whatever it may be. Today, you really can't tell the difference. The only difference you can tell on a scam website to a regular website is looking at the URL and making certain it's the proper URL. But the scammers have found a way around it. They just add 1 or 2 characters to the email or to the website URL, and it looks like the authentic website. So it's best if you do your research, go directly to the website directly, instead of following links or going through advertisements, because sometimes the advertisements are false and misleading, even though they're on reputable sites. Those are just organizations or scammers buying advertisements, just like the Fortune 500 companies.
Hey, Steve, I wasn't surprised to see phishing scams at number 2 on your list. What surprised me is employment scams at number 3. So who are scammers targeting here?
Scammers are targeting anybody that's posting their resume on these well-known job sites. So people think because you go to a well-known job site that you are protected. The scammers find a way to get into there and infiltrate those sites. And basically, since you're giving all that information about you, they have enough to start stealing your identity and start contacting you to try to steal your identity. And they're getting so good at it now, they're actually setting up mock interviews of scammers. So you're talking to 2 or 3 different people, scammers. So you think it's authentic and real, only to realize after they've taken your money or they ask you to buy an iPhone and send it to us so we can program it for your job, that you realize that's a tip-off to the rip-off.
Oh, my God.
There it is.
Get that in there, did you?
First time this year.
All right. Steve Burness, thank you so much for the tips. Got to stay on our toes out there with everything.
My pleasure.
Yeah.